Sweden coming into this tournament with a lot of expectations have been held off the podium in each of the last 3 tournaments. They're still perfect. A big win here over Denmark, who needed the points here if they want to be playing in the knockout stage in the quarterfinals on Thursday. But Denmark's goaltender was really the player of the game for them, kind of kept them in it until the Swedes kind of took over in the late goings.
Yeah, strange we're going to talk Denmark's goaltender in a game, in a tournament that Sweden's allowed only 2 goals against so far coming into this game. They did allow the first goal against. I got to give them that for Denmark, but it was all George Sorensen. He was tremendous in this game. He was making stop after stop. This 5-on-3 save, he comes from his left to his right with the glove on Lucas Raymond. You don't see a better stop. Staying with the puck, watching the puck right into the glove, just maybe even up onto the mask. Then he gets taken out in this game as well. Jonathan Berggren takes him out, but no call because he lost an edge. Then he takes one up in the mask. Sorensen's not a big guy. He's pretty acrobatic in the net. He made stop after stop in this game for Denmark. And even later in the game, Sweden just kept piling into him. I give this guy credit. He was very good. He did allow a couple late, and he just kind of ran out of gas, as the way his team did as well. But you've got to credit the goaltending for Denmark in this game. Even though they got out to an early start, it was all Sweden throughout this game. And if it wasn't for Sorensen, this could have easily been 6 or 7 goals for Sweden. And Sweden cruised to another victory in the tournament.
Victory. Getting used to saying that. For Sweden's offense, it's kind of been, the same old story here. Nothing too flashy, but balanced scoring. Again, 4 goals, 4 different goal scorers, and they're kind of hitting their stride. They haven't really missed a stride at all at this tournament, but at just the right time with the quarterfinals coming up.
And the final game against the U.S. to determine for first in the group is going to really cap off the preliminary round. These 2 teams are flying. They're getting depth of scoring, both teams. Sweden, once again, Laura, you said it, 4 goals, 4 different players. Their power play clicks. There's one that Sorensen can't see. That's pretty much the only thing that he let in was stuff that he couldn't see. But Sweden has got great depth up front. They've got great depth at the back end. Lucas Raymond starting to find his game once again. Another goal in this game as he fires one in. Grundstrom finishes it off. All 4 lines clicking for Sweden. You're not relying on a power play. They're not relying on one big line such as Denmark. Their big line of Jensen getting the only goal from Nick Ehlers. When that's kind of a regular throughout this tournament, is that line's been scoring. But for Sweden, this is I'm looking forward to the game against U.S. because both U.S. and Sweden are getting scoring throughout their lineup. They both skate extremely well. They both got excellent goaltending. And to me, this could be the game of the tournament.
Very similar teams. You said it, Dave. Before we can look ahead to that, we've got to wrap up this game here with Sweden and Denmark. Here's Jacob De La Rose now with Lindsay.
Jacob, it was a tighter game through the first 20, 40 minutes of this one, and then Sweden really creating some room there in the third. What worked so well in that final period?
I think we just stick to our game, and we knew they were playing hard man-on-man, but eventually if we kept playing the same way, they're going to get tired. And, yeah, their goalie played really good too, but finally we scored on it.
With the win today, Sweden is now a perfect 6-0 to start the preliminary round. What's impressed you the most about this perfect start?
I think we got together here as a group. We get a really tight group right now, and we're working for each other. And yeah, like I said, we stick into our game, and it's been paying off so far.
We've mentioned it a couple times. Tomorrow, Sweden, U.S. for top spot in the group, and a costly loss by Denmark, still on the outside of the quarterfinal picture, looking in. Germany plays France tomorrow in the early game, so Denmark will know its fate before they play against Finland, and that is a tough back-to-back for the Danes.